Are you looking for the best digital mixers? In this video, we will look at some of the best digital mixers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. PreSonus StudioLive 16.0.2 USB. An intelligently designed product that gives you the mixing and processing tools you need for live sound, live recording, and studio recording. PreSonus has years of experience making digital mixers, and it shows in this versatile product with a generous array of XLR and a quarter-inch inputs and outputs. Perhaps its most impressive feature is the Fat channel, which lets you select any input channel at the push of a button, and instantly the channel's key parameters show up front and center in a large and intuitive display with physical knobs. The 16.0.2 USB sports two master effects processors, which provide adjustable reverb and delay effects accessible from a pair of effects sends per channel, allowing you to route audio from a channel to the master effects. You can use the mixer's 4 AUX sends to create monitor mixes for on-stage or in-studio talent. Its 16 by 16 USB 2.0 audio interface gives you plenty of mic and other inputs when recording in your DAW. Also, you get an extensive software bundle with the 16.0.2 USB. The UC Surface application gives you remote control from a laptop or tablet. Studio 1.5 Artist is a version of PreSonus's DAW for Mac and Windows and offers unique integration with StudioLive mixers. You also get Capture, a computer program that makes it easy to record each mixer channel to a separate track when connected to the StudioLive. Finally, you get the Studio Magic software bundle for your computer, which features Ableton Live Light and production plugins from Brainworks, Isotope, Arturia, and others. All this combines to make the PreSonus the studio mixer to beat. Number 2. Zoom LiveTrak L20. The LiveTrak L20 offers many well-thought-out features, particularly for live recording and live performance. With its ability to function as a live console, an audio interface, and an internal SD card recorder, the Zoom LiveTrak L20 is a triple threat. The largest of the LiveTrak line, Zoom also makes L12 and L8 versions, has enough inputs, 16 mic/line and 2 pairs of stereo line to be the front end of a band's PA system. Effects-wise, each input channel has 3-band EQ and a 1-knob compressor. Zoom equipped the master bus with reverb and delay, which you can access from a pair of effects sends per channel. The unit features 6 AUX outputs that you can use as monitor sends for wedges, headphone amps, and in-ear monitor systems. With its built-in 22-track SD recorder card sold separately, you can record shows at up to 24-bit/96 kHz quality. It also functions as a 22x4 USB interface, allowing you to use the LiveTrak L20 for band-sized sessions in your home studio. If you want to record to an iOS-based DAW, the L20 has a convenient class-compliant switch, so you won't need an adapter when plugging in an iPhone/iPad. But if you're going to use L20 Control, Zoom's remote control iPad app, you'll need to purchase a BTA1 or other compatible wireless adapter. Zoom also makes the L20R, a less expensive, rack-mountable version with fewer physical controls, designed solely for remote control use. Number 3. Behringer X Air XR18. Dimensions and weight, 16.1 W, x 14.1 D, x 4.3 H inches, 8.8 pounds. Mixer channels, 20 in, 10 out. Audio interface channels, 18 in, 18 out. Audio interface resolution, up to 24-bit/96 kHz. Built-in effects, per channel EQ, compressor, gate, for addressable effects buses with numerous effects and processing choices, insert or send, and master EQ. The XR18 is a rack mount unit, which you can also place on a tabletop, that has no onboard controls. You make all your adjustments on a tablet, iOS/Android, or computer, Mac/Windows/Linux, using Behringer's free X Air control software. The mixer creates a Wi-Fi network that you can access from a mobile device or laptop. Alternatively, you can connect your computer to the XR18 with an Ethernet cable. In a live mixing situation, you don't need a single, hefty cable with numerous inputs/outputs at its ends. You can place the XR18 on stage while you mix from other parts of the room. Its 16 mic preamps and its instrument and line inputs are enough to fully mic up most bands. Not only does the mixer offer per-channel dynamics and EQ, but it also has 4 master effects processors that you can access with any one of the 4 effects sends per channel. The X Air app provides an impressive range of effects, including reverbs, delays, compressors, EQs, modulation, overdrive, and even includes emulations of some classic processors. The XR18 also makes a powerful audio interface, with 18 in and 18 out over USB to your DAW. If you don't mind the lack of physical controls, the X Air XR18 offers a lot of mixing power for the money. Number 4. McMillen K-Mix. Its vibrant design, amazingly compact size, and reasonable price make this an intriguing and highly portable option. Your first look at K-Mix may be a double take. Instead of faders, it sports backlit touch strips that, depending on the mode you set, function as channel faders or level controls for AUX sends, input trims, and reverb sends. The lights you see through the translucent faders show their positions or function as VU meters. Instead of knobs, you get 4 rotaries, which are round, multifunction controllers for panning. K-Mix even supports surround panning and adjusting the parameters of the channel-based dynamics processors, 3-band EQ, and master reverb. K-Mix is remarkably compact and can fit in a backpack or laptop bag. It's also bus-powered over USB from your laptop or mobile device. But don't let its diminutive size fool you. K-Mix is impressively versatile. It can function as a standalone mixer, albeit with only 2 mic inputs and 6 line inputs, a USB audio interface, and a MIDI control surface with transport controls for your DAW. The free K-Mix editor software, Mac/PC, gives you visual control of every function. You can even switch the line inputs to phono level in the software so DJs can plug in their turntables. And if you're a live streamer with a battle station that stands out thanks to highly visible RGB equipped gear, the K-Mix will add even more distinctive flair to your lair. Number 5. Zoom PodTrak P4. The PodTrak P4 is a comprehensive, easy-to-use podcast production studio that you can hold in your hand. If you want to produce a podcast and don't have much audio production experience or studio gear, you might find the P4 to be a revelation. This small mixer sports 4 XLR mic inputs, with gain knobs and switchable phantom power, within a portable plastic housing. The mic preamps offer a whopping 70 dB of gain, so you can boost the signal to capture something no matter how soft the source. Each channel features digital processing, including a limiter to quash overloads and a low-cut filter to reduce low-frequency background noise. The P4 also includes 4 headphone outputs with independent volume controls. If you want to create a multi-person podcast, just gather around the coffee table, add one of the best podcast microphones and some headphones, and off you go. Remote interviews are a huge part of many podcasts, and the P4 offers a 1/8-inch TRRS jack that lets you plug any device with a standard headphone jack to record an interview, whether it's on the street or on a screen from Zoom or another online source. To prevent those strange-sounding delays you sometimes hear on such interviews, the unit has a mix-minus feature, switchable on any channel, which mutes the sound of the interviewee's voice from being sent back to them. Record your podcast to an onboard SD card and then transfer the individual files, including a stereo mix of the whole podcast, with dedicated tracks for the sound pads, to your computer for editing in your favorite podcast software. Or use the built-in audio interface to send a stereo mix to your computer for live streaming.